Our story unfolds in Jiangzhou City, where a spatial rift has torn open the sky, unleashing a torrent of monstrous creatures. Awakened humans, individuals with extraordinary abilities, launch a valiant defense against the invading horde. Although initially successful in holding back the onslaught, their efforts are abruptly halted by the arrival of a formidable, intelligent monster capable of speech. This imposing creature is revealed to be a Huangjin-ranked wolf king, a leader of the six-eared wolf tribe. With chilling confidence, it declares the eradication of humanity to be a mere matter of time. Demonstrating its overwhelming speed and power, the Wolf King swiftly decimates the awakened defenders, slicing them down with its razor-sharp claws before they can even react. One of the surviving awakened, recognizing the telltale signs of a C-rank portal, understands the grim reality that they are all doomed. The golden-ranked Wolf King mocks her belated realization, but before it can deliver the final blow, a brilliant light descends near them, forcing the wolf into a defensive posture. A commanding figure emerges from the light and orders the woman to assist in exterminating the remaining monsters, assuring her that he will handle the Wolf King personally. The other awakened humans recognize the newcomer as Mr. Wuan, a legendary figure whose presence alone ignites a spark of hope in their eyes. They know with unwavering certainty that victory is now within their grasp. As the epic battle between Mr. Wuan and the golden-ranked Wolf King commences, the scene transitions to the woman, who is delivering a report to her superior officer. She recounts the harrowing encounter and confirms that, thanks to Mr. Wuan's intervention, they successfully repelled the invading six-eared demon wolf tribe. The superior officer reviewing the reports expresses his growing concern. This marks the sixth spatial rift in a mere 10 years, and its C-rank classification indicates a significant threat. He gravely explains that if this trend continues, Jiangzhou City will be unable to withstand the relentless assaults and will ultimately face destruction. He issues a decisive command to the woman they must bolster their ranks by recruiting more awakened individuals. Starting this year, they will waive the cultural exams for awakened applicants seeking admission to the prestigious martial arts university. The woman readily agrees, recognizing the urgency of the situation. The scene then shifts to a typical school, where classes have just been dismissed. We focus on two boys, one exasperatedly questioning his friend's lack of attention during class. He warns that his friend's academic negligence will cost him a chance to enter the martial arts university, as his cultural scores will be insufficient. However, his friend remains oblivious, lost in a daydream about sitting closer to the school's renowned beauty, Lin Yanran. We are then introduced to Lin Yanran herself, who is engaged in a conversation with her friend, Subai. As graduation approaches, she inquires about his future plans. Will he pursue studies at the Academy of Literature or strive for admission to the Martial Arts University? Subai admits his uncertainty. He explains that his academic performance is average, and in these turbulent times, the value of foreign languages and mathematics seems questionable. On the other hand, joining the Martial Arts University presents its own set of challenges. His family lacks the financial resources to afford the necessary supplements and training, and he possesses no discernible special abilities or talents. Inwardly, he wonders what options are left for him. Subai ponders his peculiar situation. It's been a while since he was reincarnated into this world, yet he has experienced no extraordinary occurrences. Shouldn't there be some sort of cheat, a unique advantage, or perhaps even a system awakening? He begins to doubt the reality of his reincarnation. Suddenly, Lin Yanran's voice interrupts his internal monologue. She proposes a solution: join the Academy of Literature with her. Her family's wealth and influence can secure him admission without the need for entrance exams. Subai is stunned by her offer, but just as Lin Yanran urges him to lower his voice, a system interface finally materializes before his eyes. The system screen displays his current information. His name is Subai and his rank is beginner level. His age is 18, and he has a constitution of 4, agility of 57, a spirit of 5. The human gender classification may be a translation error. The system reveals his special ability to be a beast tamer. Its function is to automatically detect suitable beasts for contract formation and facilitate their evolution. Subai realizes with elation that his system has finally activated. Judging by Lin Yanran's oblivious expression, he is the only one who can perceive it. Noticing Subai's sudden daze, Lin Yanran reaches out and takes his hand, much to the annoyance of other boys in the class. Jealous whispers and insults erupt, accusing Subai of being ungrateful for his proximity to the school beauty and now daring to touch her. One particularly agitated boy decides to intervene and teach Subai a lesson, but before he can make a move, he is stopped by their teacher, a woman who, in my opinion, is the true goddess of the school. The teacher announces exciting news. The Jiangzhou Martial Arts Academy has issued a new decree: awakened individuals can now enroll directly, bypassing the cultural exams. Furthermore, for students exhibiting the potential to become martial artists, the cutoff score for the literature exams has been halved. A wave of jubilation erupts among the awakened students, while others desperately wish for their own talents to manifest. As the teacher departs, she instructs the awakened students to follow her to her office for registration. Subai is left to ponder his options, wondering if he can immediately enroll in the university after awakening his ability. Lin Yanran, meanwhile, contemplates whether Subai truly desires to pursue the path of a martial artist. Later that day, on his way home, Subai reflects on the history of this world. He has been in this world for 17 years, and on September 18, 1906, a colossal spatial rift appeared, unleashing a devastating wave of monsters. The global military forces united to combat the threat, achieving a temporary victory after 3 grueling months. However, the rifts remained open, periodically spewing forth new monstrous hordes. A daring mission was launched, sending a suicide squad through a rift to investigate. They discovered a vast and boundless land beyond, teeming with hostile races. To contain the threat at its source, a global coalition established military bases within the rifts, ushering in a new era for humanity. On March 6, 1907, a second rift materialized, followed by a third on May 7th, and then a fourth and fifth. The following century witnessed a proliferation of rifts, appearing with increasing frequency and scattering across the globe, each rift connected to a unique realm, each home to a distinct monster race. Scientists dubbed this ongoing conflict the Battle of the 10,000 Races. Concurrent with this interdimensional invasion, Earth's spiritual energy surged, triggering the awakening of martial arts and superpowers within humanity. Conventional weaponry proved ineffective against the monstrous onslaught, paving the way for awakened individuals to become the primary defenders of mankind. Subai recognizes that the war against the 10,000 races rages on, and the recent reforms at the martial arts university signal the escalating danger facing Zhangjiangzhou City. However, he dismisses his worries. He has a system now he can protect his family in this chaotic world. The fastest path to strength lies in joining a martial arts academy, gaining access to the support of the government and military. And with his newly awakened beast tamer ability, he can enroll without any exams. He arrives at a beast shop, clutching the 2,000 coins he's painstakingly saved over the past 10 years. He hopes it will be enough to acquire a decent beast companion. He enters the shop wondering why his system, which promised automatic beast detection, has yet to react. He requests to see the available beasts. The attendant eagerly presents her wares. First, a sleek black cat, described as common but highly valued due to its netherworld bloodline and potential to reach silver rank, priced 36,000 coins. Next, a 4-eared dog, sharing lineage with the 6-eared demon wolf, priced 33,000 coins. She continues showcasing increasingly expensive beasts, ranging from 56,000 to 90,000 coins. Subai, realizing his meager savings are woefully inadequate, bolts out of the shop before the shopkeeper even notices his departure. As he walks home, he fumes, convinced the shopkeeper was attempting to exploit him with inflated prices based on flimsy bloodline claims. He also questions the inactivity of his system. He enters his home, announcing his arrival. Suddenly, the system interface pops up, much to his relief. But his momentary joy evaporates as he reads the system's message it has detected a suitable pet for him. A newbie gift packed, a small turtle. The system prompts him to confirm the taming process. Subai is dumbfounded. The turtle turns out to be his dad's pet. He stares at the tiny turtle innocently playing nearby. His first tamed beast will be a turtle, and such a small one at that. He doubts its usefulness in combat, but ultimately accepts, reasoning that he can always make it look cool later, and that he'll have opportunities to tame powerful and ferocious beasts on the battlefield. A golden energy engulfs the tiny turtle. The system displays its stats. Its classification is a domestic animal. A little turtle, its level is ordinary. However, it possesses a trace of the legendary Xuanwu holy beast bloodline, granting it the potential for infinite growth and even god-slain power. Its physique is 1, defense 3, spirit 1, speed 1, and its unique ability is turtle shell anti-cloth. And its evolution method is eating. Even Subai is speechless after reviewing the stats. He picks up the turtle, marveling at its hidden potential. The Xuanwu bloodline alone is worth a fortune. In this world, beast blood can be sold, and its value is directly proportional to the beast's lineage. His sister, Su Xiaomei, enters the room and questions his intentions with Xiaoba, the turtle's name. Before Subai can explain, the turtle burrows into his bag, declaring its hunger. Both siblings are shocked by the turtle's sudden voracious appetite. It devours everything in the bag, prompting Tsushiyami to exclaim, "How can such a tiny turtle eat so much?" She remembers it was fed this morning. Subai resolves to find more food for the turtle and observe its evolution. Half an hour later, Subai's parents arrive home to a scene of utter chaos. Have we been robbed? They gasp in disbelief. The tiny turtle is now chasing Su Xiaomi around the house, who's desperately clutching the last remaining food item. As Subai attempts to explain the situation, his parents are more preoccupied with the turtle's incredible speed. His father wonders if this is even his pet turtle anymore. Xiaoba has literally consumed everything edible in the house. Subai realizes he can't reveal the truth about Xiaobazio's bottomless stomach to his already financially strained parents. He needs to find a solution, and fast. Meanwhile, Xiaobai, having successfully devoured everything, including Tsushami's last snack, lets out a satisfied burp. Suddenly it roars, its form momentarily reflecting a majestic dragon turtle creature. The narrative continues the next day with Subai standing outside the beast shop he'd visited previously. He pondered the events of the prior day, noting his turtle's increased appetite despite its special Xuanwu bloodline remaining dormant. Entering the shop, Subai was greeted by the attendant who inquired about his purchasing intentions. He declined, leaning in to discreetly inform her about possessing some strange beast blood and asking if the shop dealt in such commodities. Overhearing this, the shop manager, seated nearby, interjected, confirming Tsubai's possession of the blood. Dismissing the attendant, the manager declared he would handle the transaction personally. Offering Tsubai a seat, the manager proposed a more detailed discussion. He requested to examine the beast blood's quality, to which Tsubai readily agreed. Upon inspection, the manager was visibly startled, realizing the blood's authenticity and superior quality. He inquired about Tsubai's asking price. Subai, considering the effort involved in extracting the blood from his turtle, Little Turtle, initially thought 100 coins would suffice, but was stunned when the manager offered 1,000. Misinterpreting Tsubai's shocked reaction, the manager apologized, retracting his initial offer. He then proposed 10,000 coins, citing the blood's exceptional quality. Tsubai's continued astonishment led the manager to mistakenly believe he was dissatisfied with the price, prompting a final offer of 15,000 coins. Suppressing a smile, Subai, internally thrilled by the unexpected value of Little Turtle's blood, accepted the deal. Feigning reluctance, he remarked that he wouldn't have sold it for such a low price if not for his urgent need for funds. After receiving payment, he bid the manager farewell, who encouraged him to return with any more high-quality beast blood. On his way home, Subai marveled at the 15,000 coins he had received for Little Turtle's blood, musing that his pet could now support itself, a reference to purchasing more food. Suddenly, his teacher called, informing him of the academic results release and some important news, urging him to visit the school that afternoon to complete a volunteer form. Subai attempted to inquire about the news, but the call abruptly disconnected, prompting him to curse his phone's poor signal. A system notification then appeared before him, warning of 3 individuals within a 10-meter radius harboring extreme malice towards him. The system advised caution, displaying the stats of the 3 potential assailants, 1 early-stage martial artist, and 2 ordinary humans. Turning, Subai saw the individuals materialize, wondering how he had been targeted so quickly. The largest man, seemingly the group's leader, addressed Subai, stating that the beast shop manager's demeanor upon his departure suggested he possessed something valuable, demanding he surrender it. Subai attempted to explain he had sold, not bought, something at the shop, inwardly lamenting his recurring misfortune. He assessed the situation, believing he might have a chance against only 1 early-stage martial artist. The larger man advanced, urging Subai to hand over the money, noticing his apparent fear. Concealing his hand, Subai produced Little Turtle, claiming he would give them the money. He then launched Little Turtle towards the burly man. Though surprised, the man managed to block the projectile with his spiked bat. Enraged, he questioned Subai's audacity to attack him with a turtle. Before he could react, Subai delivered a powerful kick between the man's legs, incapacitating him. The remaining 2 were shocked by their leader's swift defeat. As the man crumpled to the ground, Subai fled with Little Turtle, inquiring if the impact from the bat had hurt. Little Turtle replied that it only tickled. Amazed by Little Turtle's resilient shell, Subai continued running. As the remaining assailants closed in, he instructed Little Turtle to grip his hand. With the turtle's shell acting as a makeshift gauntlet, Subai launched a counteroffensive, sending one man flying with a powerful punch and quickly incapacitating the other with a blow to the head. Their leader, struggling to rise, vowed revenge, but before regaining his feet, Subai launched Little Turtle at his face, knocking him unconscious and dislodging a gold tooth. Standing over the unconscious trio, Subai declared they deserved their fate for initiating the attack. Turning, he noticed Little Turtle investigating something near one of the unconscious men. He saw Little Turtle attempting to consume a glowing red potion and rushed to intervene, questioning what it was eating. Snatching the potion from Little Turtle's grasp, Subai examined the bottle, recognizing it as a chi blood potion worth tens of thousands. he realized Little Turtle had already consumed a significant amount. The turtle began glowing with a green aura, appearing to be in distress. Subai expressed concern, noting the potion was equivalent to a month's worth of chi blood, wondering if Little Turtle could even digest it. Suddenly, Tsubai's own body began to glow blue as he felt a surge of power. A system notification appeared, displaying his updated stats. His occupation was classified as Beast Tamer, and though his level was Ordinary Intermediate, the system indicated his level would increase in conjunction with his tamed beast's level. His constitution had risen to 16 with a base of 10, inheriting 6 points from Little Turtle. His agility and spirit had also increased. He had also gained 2 talents: the ability to infinitely evolve his contracted beast with no level cap, potentially reaching god level, and inheriting a portion of its attributes and talents, with the proportion increasing with the beast's level. The second talent was Turtle Shell Defense, consuming stamina to coat his skin in protective layers of shell. Subai marveled at the QI blood potion's potency, noting his significant stat increase and new talents. Another system screen appeared above Little Turtle, displaying its stats title Little Turtle, level Ordinary Intermediate. While its Xianwu bloodline remained inactive, the bronze level portion had partially activated, initiating a dramatic attribute increase. Its constitution was 82, defense 38, with agility and speed at 10. Its talents included 2 forms of turtle shell defense, one retracting its entire body into its shell for a 300% defense boost, the other consuming stamina for a 50% to 100% defense increase. Subai also noticed Little Turtle's increased size. He recalled from class that even high-level ordinary power-type beasts only had a constitution of 30, while Little Turtle's was 38. He wondered about Little Turtle's potential once fully unlocked, observing its current strength even without full activation. Little Turtle swelled with pride. Subai gently patted it, suggesting they head home. Sometime later, at school, Subai reflected on the release of academic results, the university selection process, and the anticipated important news. Their teacher announced the arrival of a special admissions teacher from Wuhan University the following day to conduct talent tests. As in previous years, 2 guaranteed admission spots were available, encouraging the students to perform their best. The scene shifted to Lin Yenren relaxing in a bath. Mid-soak, she called Subai, informing him with a blush of her decision to apply to Wuhan University. She also hinted at a surprise. Subai, meanwhile, was attending to Little Turtle's latest mess. He confirmed to Lin Yenren that they would be at the same university, but noticed Little Turtle attempting to raid his bag for more food. Excusing himself, he scolded Little Turtle for its excessive eating and the resulting cleanup required. The following day, at the school assembly, the students were asked to welcome Coach Jiang Kai from Wuhan University. The teacher emphasized the coach's long journey and encouraged attentiveness. Coach Zhang, a graduate of their school, began by revealing a sobering statistic of the 126 students admitted to Wuhan University a year prior. Only 65 remained. He cited similar attrition rates for previous years. Seeing the students' apprehension, Zhang clarified his intention, not to frighten, but to underscore the gravity of attending Wuhan University. He emphasized the mission's responsibilities, dangers, and duty to defend the country that awaited them. Wuhan University, he declared, forged strong individuals. He rallied the students, asking if they aspired to such strength, to which they responded affirmatively. He expressed his anticipation for their performance in the exams. As the students dispersed, Subai was stopped by his teacher. Inquiring about the matter, he learned of his direct admission to Wuhan University, instructed to proceed immediately to the entrance for exam preparations. Stunned, Subai confirmed his admission and was urged to hurry, a vehicle already awaiting him at the gate. Whispers of envy and speculation about Subai's connections rippled through the remaining students. Hours later, arriving at Wuhan University, the students disembarked, awestruck by the grand campus. Some photographed the imposing stone building at the university's center. Their guide instructed them to follow her to the dormitory to receive their training uniforms. Reaching the boys' dormitory, she instructed them to enter, rest, and change, promising an announcement regarding the entrance exam schedule. At the dormitory door, Subai overheard a discussion about the importance of resources for early-stage martial artists. Inside, a red-haired boy, Han Jigong, showed his friends 3 extremely rare drops of beast blood acquired by his father from the Yushan mountain shop. His friends Tao Jejun and Fan Kuon marveled, admitting they had never seen beast blood before. Subai entered, introducing himself with a smile as the newest member of Dorm 303. Han Jigong reciprocated, declaring their dorm now complete. Tao Jejun welcomed Subai, encouraging him to examine the rare beast blood, while Han Jigong boasted of his father's nationwide search for such treasures. Subai, recognizing the Yushan mountain shop, was struck with a realization. As Han Jaigang revealed the 30,000 coin price per drop, Subai realized the shop manager's deception. He had sold 3 drops for a total of 15,000, while the manager resold them for 90,000. A commotion outside drew their attention. Talk of a beautiful new student spread. Looking out, they saw a girl near the boys' dormitory, questioned by the attendant. Subai's doormats admired her beauty, speculating about who she sought. The girl, revealed to be Lin Yenren, radiant in her training uniform, inquired about Subai. The attendant summoned him. Subai's doormats were stunned as he descended to meet her, wondering about their connection. Outside, Subai greeted Lin Yenren, who complimented his appearance in the training uniform, causing him to blush. Jealousy erupted from the dormitory windows, with shouts of warning and questions about Subai's identity. Lin Yenren revealed her responsibility for Subai's directed mission, asking if he was upset. He reassured her, explaining his intention to take the entrance exam. Patting her head, he thanked her for her assistance. Relieved, Lin Yenren mentioned the upcoming entrance exam in 2 days and presented him with a cultivation potion. Subai demurred, but she insisted he keep it. She bid him farewell, promising to see him tomorrow. Turning back, Subai was met with threats from other students, some vowing revenge for his interaction with Lin Yenren, others still processing the scene. Turning to his dorm, Subai was surrounded by Han, Tao, and Fan. Addressing him as Bro Su bewildered, he was bombarded with questions about the goddess. He explained she was a high school friend. Han suggested asking her to introduce them to her female friends. Before Subai could respond, Han proposed a celebratory meal to mark their shared dorm. Subai agreed. They encouraged him to rest while they made arrangements. He waved them off. Opening his bag, Subai released Little Turtle for some fresh air. Examining the potion from Lin Yenren, he realizes that it's a blood energy type. Subai informed his pet turtle of their renewed good fortune. Judging by the turtle's bright expression, Subai remarked that it knew precisely what to do after consuming the potion, a comment that seemed to momentarily shock the small creature. Later, in a luxurious restaurant, Han Jigang encouraged Subai to indulge in the food and drink, assuring him that all expenses were covered. As they raised their glasses in a toast, Han Jigang expressed his pleasure at attending Wuhan University and forming new acquaintances, particularly with capable individuals like Subai. Tao and Fan echoed the sentiment, suggesting that as doormats they should strive for a brotherly bond. Amidst the pleasantries and the meal, Subai finally addressed Han Jiagong's earlier inquiry. He explained that he and Lin Yenren had attended the same high school, making an introduction between her friends and Han Jiagong's group a simple matter. He promised to speak with her later. Subai then revealed he had something for Han Jiagang. Producing a vial containing his turtle's beast blood, he inquired about the possibility of Han Jiagang assisting him with its sale. Upon inspecting the crimson liquid, Han Jiagang admitted he had never encountered such a rare specimen. Tao and Fan concurred, noting its apparent high quality. Deemed too rare and valuable for his own appraisal, Han Jiagang contacted his father, explaining the situation to Subai as he made the call. His father initially responded with a gruff inquiry about more allowance money, but Han Jiagong quickly clarified the nature of his call. He described the 7 drops of rare beast blood his classmate, Subai, wished to sell, requesting his father's expertise in determining its value. Intrigued and slightly incredulous, Han Jiagong's father pressed for confirmation, prompting Han Jiagong to offer a personal verification. Immediately, his father demanded the restaurant's address, promising to arrive swiftly with Master Chow, a renowned appraiser. Within an hour, Han Jiagong's father and Master Chow arrived. After careful examination, Master Kyo declared the beast blood to be of top-grade quality, possessing an exceptional purity among ordinary-grade beast blood. He estimated that all 7 drops could yield at least 1 energy pill. Han Jiagang's father questioned the potentially high valuation, but Master Kao assured him that other appraisers would likely offer even more. Subai, meanwhile, was savoring his wine when Han Jigang expressed his astonishment at the quality of his pet turtle's beast blood. Master Chow, unaware of Subai's intentions, inquired about his asking price. Han Jigang intervened, explaining that Subai desired an exchange for an equivalent value in blood energy pills, not a monetary sale. Han Jigang's father readily agreed, offering 14 bottles of blood energy pills for the 7 drops of beast blood, a proposal Subai accepted. Impressed, Han Jigang's father extended an invitation for Subai to join his family, promising a wealth of cultivation resources. Before he could fully elaborate, Subai politely declined the offer, expressing his current disinterest in joining any family. As Han Jigang's father attempted to persuade him to reconsider, a voice cut through the conversation. Lin Yenren, having entered the restaurant, questioned whether Han Jigang's father was coercing Subai. He quickly dismissed the accusation as a misunderstanding, portraying their interaction as a friendly exchange between classmates, masking his true intentions. Lin Yenran then turned to Subai, suggesting they return to school together. Subai agreed, and she gently steered him away. Bidding farewell to Han Jiagong and his father, Subai promised to see Han back at the dorm. Han started to follow, but his father stopped him, advising him to cultivate a strong yet respectful relationship with Subai, hinting at the potential benefits for the Han family. He further cautioned Han to maintain a polite distance from Lin Yanran. Left behind, Han pondered his father's words, questioning the apparent significance of Subai and Lin Yanran, whom he perceived as ordinary individuals. 2 days later, at the Wuhan University training grounds, the student assembly buzzed with anticipation and apprehension. The announcement of a special training session for new students at the 10,000 Races battlefield sparked immediate concern. Rumors of potential danger rippled through the crowd, but the instructor quickly allayed their fears, assuring them the training area had been cleared of monsters and their safety was guaranteed. He explained the organizational structure: classes of 50 students, each overseen by a bronze-ranked homeroom teacher responsible for mission assignments. Lin Yanran approached Subai, delighted to find they were in the same class, a sentiment shared by Han Jiagong and his friends, thrilled to be classmates with the school beauty. Their excitement was momentarily interrupted by a teacher calling for Class 8 to assemble. Introducing herself as Lu Yu, their training instructor, she informed them she would be relaying all mission directives. Her striking appearance drew admiring glances from some of the male students. Their first mission, she announced, was to write their wills. The wave of shock washed over the students. Confused murmurs filled the air as they questioned her intent. Liao Yu remained enigmatic, simply reiterating the one-day deadline and instructing them to gather at the teleportation plaza at 8 a.m. the following morning. The students dispersed, speculating about the gravity of the upcoming training, some already contemplating what final messages they needed to convey to their families. Lin Yanran inquired about Subai's plans. Unfazed, he replied that he had no specific preparations in mind and intended to return to the dorm. They agreed to meet the next day. Han Jiagong and his group, however, felt the need to prepare for the 10,000 Races battlefield. They invited Subai for one last hurrah before the training commenced, but Lin Yanran interjected, explaining he had prior commitments. Han Jiagong urged Subai to contact them if he needed anything. As they parted ways, Han Jiagong reached out to touch Subai's turtle, receiving a menacing glare in return. He commented on the turtle's unusual nature, to which Subai simply replied that it was a glutton. With a final wave, they left Subai, who wished them well. Once alone, Subai retrieved 3 potions of blood energy pills. Addressing his turtle, he playfully chided its voracious appetite but declared today a feast day. He added, however, that peak performance would be expected at the 10,000 Races battlefield. The turtle's eyes gleamed with anticipation, seemingly invigorated by the prospect. It eagerly consumed the pills, prompting Subai to encourage it to pace itself. Suddenly, a system screen materialized, announcing the turtle's evolution to a high-rank ordinary-level magical beast. Subai's own level had also increased, and his turtle had acquired a new talent, Heavy Strike. Another screen appeared, displaying the turtle's updated stats: Constitution 64, Defense 78, Agility 20, and Spirit 20. Its talents were listed: Turtle Shell Defense 300% defense increase when retracted, Turtle Shell Fortification 50 to 100% defense increase at stamina cost, and Heavy Strike 100 to 200% attack increase at stamina cost. A final screen revealed Subai's improved stats: level high rank common, Constitution 28, Agility 19, and Spirit 34. Subai marveled at the blood energy pill's potent effects and the turtle's impressive attribute growth. He praised his companion and declared their intent to give their all at the 10,000 Races battlefield. Training is underway at the base, and the report is that all students are fully equipped and ready to go to the battlefield. One of the commanders approaches a woman asking for directions. She orders the first teleporter to be opened and prepares the dispatch. He confirms, yes. People stand in front of the large portal, watching the teleporter activation. Someone remarks that such huge teleporters are only seen in the academy. A girl with red hair warns the protagonist to be careful on the battlefield. He replies that everything will be fine and they will successfully complete the mission. She encourages him, "Go for it." Subai relaxes and prepares to teleport. The team hears the order, "Relax completely, prepare to depart." After teleporting, some characters are surprised by what happened, saying, "Huh." The girl notes that they have gotten to a military base inside the arena. Subai and his team look around and realize that they have indeed teleported successfully. One of them happily exclaims that this place is too cool. The female commander orders everyone to remain quiet in order to focus. One of the soldiers jokes that they are all new and haven't seen anything like this yet. The deputy base commander appears before the team. He introduces himself and warns that in his zone, they must obey his orders regardless of their status. The deputy commander addresses the squad. demanding confirmation that everyone has understood his orders. The response is, understood. The protagonist and his partners discuss that they are having a pretty good day, as the deputy commander's squad has just finished a battle. The red-haired man remarks that the commander is nothing special. Subai, on the other hand, adds that they can tell from the scars on his face that he has a lot of battle experience. The commander announces that their first mission is to sweep the combat zone. In the process, they must get rid of the remaining spirit cats, which is just right for new recruits to gain combat experience. The commander explains that they can earn combat merit points for destroying the spirit cats, which can then be exchanged for medicine and other resources in the rear to increase their combat effectiveness. One of the fighters exclaims that wealth always hides risk. He realizes that combat merit points can be exchanged for medicine, which explains why so many people are willing to risk their lives in this arena. The commander, seeing the determined soldiers, notices that they look very determined. He orders them to start moving immediately and follow him. One of the soldiers loudly confirms the command. The protagonist adds that they need to accumulate more merit points in order to exchange them for medicine. He also notes that the little turtle will be happy about this. The commander and his team walk past wounded fighters who have just returned from the battlefield. Some of them are moaning in pain. The commander explains that they are the wounded from the last battle. One of the recruits notices in surprise that the wounded were injured fighting spirit cats, which seem to be the weakest of the monsters. This causes him concern. The red-haired woman explains that since even low-level cats are so dangerous, it means that the battlefield does not forgive mistakes. She urges everyone to be prepared for any danger, because they should have expected it when they decided to participate in the battle. Subai tells the girl to stay close to him on the battlefield because he doesn't want anything bad to happen to her. Subai also asks her to be careful. At the base, there is a report to the deputy commander that the north gate is guarded and that 35 attacking monsters have already been destroyed today. The commander orders to open the gate and show the recruits what a real arena is like. The response is, yes, deputy commander. The gates of the base begin to open as ordered by the commander. The commander addresses the fighters, emphasizing that they are required to prove themselves, because the commander of the guard personally leads the squad, and there are not many chances. All the men acknowledge the order. The commander also reminds them that their IDs have been surrendered and from now on they must be ready for anything, even death. The heroes face the chaos of the battlefield, fire and destruction everywhere, monsters attacking, and someone ponders aloud how horrible combat can be. One of the heroes wonders what real battle looks like and notes its brutality. Soldiers on a tank open fire on the monster beasts. One of them looks back with a careless smile as he continues to lead the attack. The mood is generally combative and confident. At the base, one of the soldiers asks Captain Fu why he personally came here. Captain Fu wastes no time in explaining and immediately instructs him to assemble a team of soldiers to protect the group of students. The woman announces to everyone that their next destination is the F-260 zone. This is a section of forest where most of the monsters have already been destroyed. Their goal is to get the monster cores from the Yuma cats. The soldiers ask the question, "Rookies, are you ready?" And they all answer in one voice, "We are ready." The atmosphere is full of determination and confidence before the mission. The captain gives the order to move. He addresses the strike team, instructing them to follow the group and protect them. A strategic moment, everything is focused on the mission. Captain Fu reassures Teacher Liao, saying that there is nothing dangerous here. According to him, sending rookies to the front is too much of a luxury. Teacher Liao still wonders why the captain is personally leading the team, but he is sharply told not to ask too many questions. Liao thanks Captain Fu for his help, but the latter replies that it is only his duty to protect these students, as they are also warriors on the battlefield, the highest command post of the armed forces in the Long region. An urgent report is received in the building. Someone wants to report an important problem. The report says that a huge horde of monsters has broken through the defenses on the battlefield of all races. 12 golden members of the human cat tribe take part in the battle, attacking 12 other military camps in the southwest. The commander orders them to find out the direction of the monsters and send a message to the other camps to prepare for the attack. He also reminds them that the rookies from Wuda Academy are on the battlefield and must be protected at all costs, as they are Long's future. In Zone F-269, the fighters are reminded of the importance of time when clearing the battlefield. The longer they stay, the more they are exposed to danger. Subai, along with his team, finds a slain monster. The girl explains that the skins, blood, flesh, and claws of these Yuma cats can be used to make weapons and medicines. The team comments that the place is dangerous, but there are plenty of rare resources. Subai decides to collect some more monster cores and trade them for blood spirit essence to help Little 8 level up again. An emergency warning appears. 164 human cats are rapidly approaching them. The threat level is rated at 5 stars, extremely dangerous. It is recommended that you stay alert. Subai is surprised to receive such a high-level warning, as the system used to give such warnings only to novice warriors. His partner notices his excitement and asks what's wrong. Subai informs Teacher Liao that there is a problem. A large horde of monsters is moving in from the southwest. The teacher notices his alarm from high up in a tree. Teacher Liao watches the horizon, listening carefully to the situation. There is a disturbing silence all around. Teacher Liao criticizes Subai for his panicked behavior, reminding him that they are on a battlefield, not a playground. However, Subai insists that he's telling the truth. There really is a horde of monsters approaching them. Captain Fu gets into a conversation with Subai. He says that if Subai can sense monsters, he assures him that there are none within a 2-kilometer radius. Subai responds by saying that he has detected over 100 human cats approaching at a distance of 3 kilometers. Captain Fu, tauntingly, asks Subai if his senses are really sharper than the captain himself. Teacher Liao tries to justify Subai, saying that he may be overestimating the threat, since this is his first time on the battlefield. The red-haired girl defends Subai, saying that no one should jump to conclusions until the truth is known. She trusts Subai completely, which makes the captain think twice. Subai asks everyone to believe him and warns them that monsters are coming. He explains that he can tame monsters and has an outstanding sense of danger. Teacher Liao is surprised by his abilities and wonders why they have not been documented. Subai reveals that he was guaranteed a place at Wuda Academy, and because of this, his abilities were not documented. One of the soldiers expresses surprise and wonders why he didn't know anything about Subai's skills like that. Suddenly, the human cats appear, confirming Subia's words. Captain Fu orders everyone to take up defensive positions. The danger proves to be real. Captain Fu orders to immediately contact the base and request reinforcements. However, the headquarters reports that their neighboring camps are also under attack and cannot help. Teacher Liao wonders if there are really more than 100 of them, and is concerned that without reinforcements, the newcomers won't be able to fight. Captain Fu confirms that Subai's premonitions were correct, and a horde of monsters is indeed approaching. The captain orders 4 soldiers to be sent to protect the 2 students. Subai protests, assuring them that he can fight and doesn't need protection. A Yuma cat in its initial bronze stage appears, ready to attack. Its energy glows visibly, adding to the menace of the situation. In the midst of the attack, Captain Fu orders the students to defend and respond to the monster's attack. The soldiers and fighters begin to fight back, doing their best to stop the aggression. The battle with the Yuma cats becomes increasingly fierce. One of the soldiers is struck by the attack, thrown into the air, and realizes that these cats are more like tigers in their strength and ferocity. Captain Fu orders the soldiers to stay in a defensive formation, promising that if they can withstand the initial attack, they can defeat the monsters. One of the soldiers, clearly agitated, reminds the students of their oath. He sees the Yuma cats attacking from different directions and shouts, "Look out!" Subai and his comrades repel the monster's attack with determination in their eyes. He swears that because of the honor burning in his chest, his country will never fall. A bright beam of energy rises up and lights up the sky as if announcing the beginning of the counterattack. Subai and the other students are actively fighting the Yuma cats. There is a fierce clash going on all around, and the student forces are trying to hold back the attackers. Zhang Mani, who is at the initial bronze stage, addresses her comrades, saying that they should hold back the monsters and she will shoot them. Luo Yongqiang also joins the fight, saying that there's nothing to be afraid of, as it's just a bunch of cats. He takes it upon himself to handle them. Teacher Liao admires the skills of her students, among whom she singles out the divine archer Zhang Mani and the powerful Luo Yongqiang. She notes that this set of students is truly impressive. Subai, watching what is happening, inwardly admires his comrades, noticing how strong and handsome they are. He thinks about how his only weapon is the Little Eight. The students observe Zhang Mani's power, marveling at her strength. They recognize that Luo Yongqiang also looks impressive, especially compared to Subai. The question of how much stronger they are seems obvious. They are far ahead in their skills. Suddenly, there is a loud noise, and one of the soldiers orders everyone to cover their ears. The sound wave becomes so powerful that it causes some people to panic. A dark silhouette appears in the forest. Monsters surround him and their bodies glow with green energy. Everyone looks at him in surprise. A huge monster emerges from the shadows, the King Yaming Cat King at the gold stage. He inspires terror, and his strength is clearly greater than any monster encountered before. Its parameters are medium silver stage, with outstanding performance in agility and spirit. Dexterity is at 88, and spirit is 43. Captain Fu panics and asks why the Silver Stage King has appeared here, and orders to immediately contact the base to request reinforcements. One of the fighters rushes at the monster with determination, shouting loudly that he can handle the king. Zhang Mani decides to help him by trying to limit the monster's visibility. Teacher Liao shouts for them to return immediately. She emphasizes that the monster in front of them is not just a monster, but a silver monster, and it is too dangerous. In the fight, Zhang Mani loses her balance and falls. Her throw is unsuccessful and she is defeated, worsening the situation on the battlefield. Captain Fu, in desperation, orders everyone to return and immediately open fire to cover the fighters. He realizes that they are in a dangerous situation and must act immediately to save the group. The giant cat king is heading towards the fighters with a growl. One of them, a girl, screams in terror, desperately asking for help. The monster looks menacing. His eyes are filled with rage, and he is ready to strike. Suddenly, however, the situation changes. The monster is hit by a powerful attack. The cat's face is distorted from pain. He is thrown aside. An unexpected force attacks, and it clearly causes surprise to everyone present. A giant turtle appears next. One of the fighters shouts that it is Little Ba Subai's pet. The appearance of the turtle seems unusual, and everyone begins to wonder what it has to do with what's going on. Liao says with surprise that it's a turtle, clearly not understanding how this creature got here. Another fighter confirms that it's Subai's pet, and it really adds to the surrealism of the scene. The turtle stands in front of them, and the guy expresses slight confusion and awkwardness at how it appeared. He comments that this way of appearing is a little awkward, and it seems like he's clearly unsure of what to do next. Then Subai, standing in front of everyone with a turtle by his side, announces that he is a beast tamer and Little Ba is his best companion. He commands his companions to deal with the smaller opponents, and he himself decides to fight the Cat King, showing his readiness for battle. At this time, everyone was shocked at what was happening. A student wonders how strong this turtle is, and how it is even possible for the Cat King to be thrown back by it. The other fighters are also amazed by the power of Subai's pet and can't believe that the turtle has such strength. Subai encourages his pet and commands him to show his full strength to the wild cat. The turtle, as if obeying the command, rushes forward. The other fighters watch in disbelief as Subai and his pet interact, commenting that the turtle is moving so fast it's hard to believe, as if the turtle in front of them isn't a turtle at all. As the battle continues, Liao and another fighter discuss Subai's skills. They admit that they didn't expect this from him and watch the battle. The strength of the turtle and Subai's skills have clearly impressed them. Liao commands his comrades to team up, explaining that Subai is already fighting the Cat King, and it's their job to deal with the remaining ghostly ones. The monsters burst into battle, attacking with ferocity. One of the defenders shouts that he is going to tear the enemies apart, and the other supports, saying he will take them on. The huge white Cat King holds the small turtle down with force, his entire aura glowing with a bright blue radiance, emphasizing his strength and dominance. The cat strikes the turtle with its claws. A turtle defends itself from the claws of a white cat despite its aggressive onslaught. The cat is clearly defeated and looks angry, while the turtle stubbornly holds on using its shell. Commander Fu is amazed that an ordinary creature can resist such a powerful opponent. He is perplexed as to how such an insane defense is possible. But he realizes that now is not the time for reflection and shock. The two soldiers decide to attack, one of them asking for cover to take advantage of the cat's distraction to end the fight. Commander Fu leaps into the air with his sword, surrounded by an aura of fire, aiming at the white cat. He says that the cat's weak point is its stomach and lower back. The fighter prepares to deliver a decisive blow to the beast, shouting, "Prepare to die, beast," showing determination and fury in his attack. The white cat shoves the man away from him so that he does not complete his strike. From the blow, the fighter is disappointed, shouting that he was just a little short. He is clearly angry that he missed. With anger and determination, Commander Fu prepares for another attack, shouting that it's either him or the beast. He rushes into battle with a flaming sword, leaving himself no way to retreat. Subai commands Little Ba to use his special move. Little Ba begins to glow and prepares for action, while those around him watch with curiosity. The students discuss that Little Ba has started using some sort of special technique. One of them wonders why the turtle is just spinning in place, clearly not realizing what the strategy is. Subai jumps in with shield in hand and explains that according to the book, the Cat King's weak spot is his waist and stomach area. He is clearly going to use this knowledge to deliver a decisive blow. Subai, swinging vigorously, prepares to deliver a strong blow to the Cat King. He looks focused, determined, and fully prepared to attack. We see the trail of Subai's powerful punch that makes the ground and air explode, creating a spectacular attack pattern full of momentum and energy. The King of Cats takes a blow to his weak spot, his waist and abdomen. He is clearly in pain as the attack was strong and caused him tangible damage. Commander Fu says that the blow did hit the target and eagerly watches to see if the Cat King manages to survive the blow. Little Ba has just returned to his original position. The king of cats is weakened. He kneels on his knees, making one last growling sound, showing that his strength is coming to an end. He is clearly in serious condition after a series of powerful attacks. The disciples, including Little Ba and a few fighters with swords and shields, surround the Cat King, who is lying on the ground, clearly already without strength. They are certain that the battle has come to an end. One of the fighters solemnly announces that the Cat King has been defeated. His comrades, looking exhausted, confirm the victory. The surrounding soldiers begin to realize that the battle is finally over and they have indeed won. A girl with long red hair happily hugs Subai, admiring his feat. "Subai, you're incredible. You defeated the Golden Cat King." Subai looks somewhat confused, wondering, is that it? The defeated Cat King is lying on the ground, with Little Ba's turtle sitting on top of him. One of the disciples admiringly says, "Brother Su, you're so strong." He also wonders where Subai found such a turtle and wants to acquire one. Little Ba's turtle to the side is holding a large gemstone in its paws and looks very satisfied. Subai notices that the turtle is busy doing something and urges it to come back quickly. "Little Ba, what did you find there this time? Come back quickly." A harsh scene where everyone looks up at the sky, where dark silhouettes have appeared. One of the students asks in surprise, "What's that in the sky?" Subai and the turtle are concerned, and Subai realizes that the Cat King's death cry was a call to gather his kin. Oh no, danger! The Cat King's death howl was a call for his kin. Is an even more dangerous beast approaching? At the base of the combat center, the situation is being discussed. Based on energy fluctuations from the front lines, it was determined that a large group of unidentified dangerous beasts had appeared in the F-269 base area. One of the men anxiously asks, "What? You said that Lin Tiger's daughter is among the training students." A man in a red suit named Mr. Yuan asks for full support. The man in white agrees and says that he will immediately send a scout battalion to escort him to the battlefield. In response, Mr. Yuan states that he can't wait and will go there personally. Mr. Yuan clarifies that he needs reinforcements on the battlefield within 20 minutes. The commander, realizing the gravity of the situation, agrees to carry out the order immediately. The commander says worriedly, "If Lin Tiger goes crazy, Jiang Zhou won't be able to handle it." His face expresses serious concern. Dark silhouettes in the sky with bright burning eyes. We see their threatening retort, "Foolish humans, inferior creatures." Teacher Liao and Commander Fu discuss the strange creature that can speak human language. They are shocked by this fact, believing that such a thing is only possible for gold-level creatures and above. The man gives the order to organize a protective formation and for the wounded to move to the center. A dark creature appears out of the forest, resembling a black shadow with burning eyes. The creature notices it and exclaims that it is an inferior species that dares to destroy their kind. A black creature consumes the defeated king of cats. The crew members watch in utter horror and can't believe their eyes. A holographic message appears, warning of extreme danger. A gold-level beast has been detected and everyone needs to evacuate immediately. A giant creature with wings and horns appears. One of the heroes realizes that there is a gold-level beast in front of them. The creature's description is Shadow Cat King, mutant. Its characteristics are listed: gold level, abilities such as Bloodthirsty Fury, which increases its attack power and agility but decreases its defense. The students realize that the beast in front of them is a gold-level beast that even their teachers have never encountered. One of the heroes panics and wants to return home, not wanting to die. At this, the commander informs them that there are no reinforcements yet. Commander Fu with a large sword calls for everyone to evacuate the wounded and retreat, stating that he will hold back the beast. He rushes to the attack, determined to fight it. The beast easily fends off the man's attack, throwing him away. "Just you?" he says mockingly, emphasizing his advantage over his opponent. Subai calls for Little Ba to protect the deputy commander, who has been wounded and flies off to the side. Little Ba's turtle swiftly attacks the enemy, radiating determination and fighting spirit. She leaps forward in an attempt to deliver a crushing blow. The opponent, a huge and intimidating beast, is surprised to realize that Little Ba's shell is incredibly strong. The beast clearly didn't expect the turtle to be so tough, and notes this. Little Ba's shell gets cracked by a blow that proves to be too powerful. Commander Fu beside him asks in horror if Little Ba is okay, expressing concern for his condition. Subai looks exhausted and anxious, blood dripping from the corner of his mouth, his expression showing pain. The girl with long orange hair beside him notices his condition and shouts, "Subai, you're hurt." She's clearly concerned, wondering why he's hurt, and her whole posture expresses her willingness to help. Two people, Teacher Liao and Commander Fu, are discussing how Subai could have gotten injured. Teacher Liao can't believe that Subai got hurt, while Commander Fu suggested that perhaps the merge source talent, which is a rare beast tamer skill, may have worked. Liao decides to check the situation, and her face expresses seriousness and concern. She confidently walks forward, intending to find out what happened. A warning pops up. Subai's tamed beast is in a critical state. The system activates the tamer's talent fusion source, which means that Subai and his beast now share energy and damage, and because of this, Subai is starting to suffer the same injuries as his beast. This explains his poor condition. Subai sits on the ground, his face contorted in pain. Subai's friend crouched down beside him, supporting him, her expression filled with anxiety. Teacher Liao leans over to Subai, scrutinizing his condition, trying to understand what's going on. Commander Fu, standing a little behind, notices that Subai has no visible injuries and assumes that he has indeed mastered the fusion source skill. Despite the obvious pain, Subai tries to reassure the others by saying that he's fine. Teacher Fu raises her sword and declares that Subai is taking the blows from the silver-level beast, Nethery. She strongly urges the others to go and support Subai in this battle. The red-haired guy immediately agrees, emphasizing that Subai cannot be left alone. Everyone around him looks determined and ready to enter the battle to protect their comrade. A beast with burning eyes and a sinister smile appears. His eyes blaze with bright orange fire. He looks at the humans and disparagingly calls them a bunch of ants. The beast looks extremely dangerous, and his threat doesn't sound like empty words, but a confident statement. He clearly does not consider them worthy opponents and is ready to attack. The team fights the dangerous beast. Teacher Liao and the others attack the beast by striking from above. They join forces in a powerful attack. Energy streams can be seen in the background, which symbolize magic or combat strikes aimed at the beast. All the fighters are tense and maximally focused on the attack, knowing that the lives of their comrades are at stake. Teacher Liao notices at the moment of the attack that something is going wrong. Her expression changes to one of alarm and she shouts, "Oh no!" as she realizes that the situation is becoming threatening. The swing of her sword is suddenly not fast or strong enough to prevent the danger, and she is no longer sure of the outcome. Subai's girlfriend throws herself at Subai, trying to cover him with her body. She holds back a scream as she sees Subai in mortal danger. The situation escalates, they are both on the ground, and it is evident that they are running out of strength. She urges Subai to be careful, but their options are now limited and they can only try to survive in this chaos. A bright flash of fire covers the entire space, the explosion blinding, spreading in all directions. Subai's girlfriend holds him up, looking away with an expression of worry on her face. She is clearly worried and exclaims, "This?" Leaning on her shoulder, Subai looks terribly ill. Subai raises his head, a slight smile appears on his face, and his gaze becomes more confident. He says that the Silver Cat King crystal has finally been completely absorbed. His eyes reflect the sense of satisfaction and strength achieved through this process. Details of Subai's tamed beast, the turtle, are shown. It has now reached bronze level, and its attributes have been greatly improved. Physical fitness is 218, defense is 362, agility is 55, and spirit is 60. Turtle has gained 3 new talents, including Turtle Barrier, Turtle Spirit, and Gravity, each of which greatly increases her combat abilities. A huge creature covered in golden light appears in front of Subai and the girl. It looks impressive, shrouded in a radiance that enhances its visual power. Subai and his companion look at it in surprise, not expecting such a sudden transformation. Teacher Liao and Commander Fu are amazed at Subai's transformation. Liao exclaims that Subai's beast has evolved and is now a powerful being in front of them. Commander Fu wonders if this beast has reached an epic level, seeing the radiance emanating from it. Subai's girlfriend holds his hand and anxiously asks if his wounds are healed. Subai stands confidently and says he's fine now. They both look relieved, though the recent threat is still fresh in their minds. Subai decisively points towards the enemy, ordering them to destroy the beast. He looks confident and ready for action despite his recent ordeal. The girl stands beside him, showing her support and readiness for further action. A huge golden creature attacks the enemy. Its powerful blow shakes the ground, showing its impressive strength and determination. The creature with its wingspan and intimidating appearance tries to dodge, but nothing succeeds in the face of this new power. The men of Subai's team watching the scene are amazed at the power of the tamed beast. They emphasize that Subai's beast is only bronze level, but it already emits such terrifying power. They speculate that the beast has a high bloodline, which explains its incredible abilities. The opponent falls to the ground with a spread of wings, losing control after the golden beast's attack. He struggles to keep from falling completely, and all around him you can see the powerful blows continue to shake the space. The creature stabs its claws into the ground with rage, uttering, "Shit!" This expresses its indignation and growing tension. The situation becomes even more heated. The beast loses control and goes into a frenzy, his face twisted with rage. He screams that he wants everyone to die, and the energy around him becomes increasingly chaotic. Subai's team realizes that the Beast King is enraged, and one of them suggests that they quickly disperse to avoid being killed. The beast spawns many of its clones, and they rush with it to attack. All of the creatures look menacing, their red eyes glowing with hatred. They are sure that none of their enemies will get away, and they are determined to catch up with their target. Subai's team tries to fight back, but they are attacked by the enraged clones of the beast. Subai's golden tamed beast, glowing powerfully, bursts into action, protecting his allies. One of the team members exclaims, "Stop it!" in an attempt to stop the attacks. Subai's turtle activates a powerful skill, and a bright energy appears around it, encompassing all enemies. Golden circles of energy spread out to the sides, dealing damage to the beast clones. The energy looks so powerful that even those at a distance can feel its power. One of the beast clones attacks a man from Subai's team. The man tries to defend himself with his shield, but you can see that he was overwhelmed by sudden panic. His facial expression clearly shows that he did not expect such a swift attack. The beasts surround the team, but Subai's golden turtle continues to attack them furiously. The battle becomes increasingly tense as the clones try to break through but face strong resistance. The people around them are desperately trying to hold back the onslaught of the enemy. The turtle lets out another powerful energy blast, its jaws wide open, and a glow emanates from it, striking all enemies in its path. The power of this skill is so great that streams of energy scatter from it. Subai, standing in front of the turtle, commands with determination in his voice that she should not hold back her power. He urges her to use all her strength to defeat her enemy. His face expresses confidence in his actions and full support for his tamed beast. The turtle continues to release a powerful energy stream, its mouth shining with a bright light. This final skill demonstrates her relentlessness and willingness to end the battle decisively. Enemies in the vicinity no longer have a chance to escape. Golden light rushes into the sky, creating a powerful wave of energy that shakes the entire area. A sudden explosion creates a bright column of light rising upward. A strong wave of energy causes the soldiers to cover their faces, protecting themselves from the blinding glow. The soldiers feel the effects of the powerful force spreading around them. A dazzling shadow appearing in the center of the flash merges with the golden light, revealing the power behind what is happening. The stranger in red pants jumps on tree branches, moving quickly and confidently. His movements are clear and unmistakable, and he is clearly approaching the place where the event unfolded. The man in the tree stops and looks off into the distance with surprise, wondering if the battle is already over. His expression shows a mixture of surprise and relief. The battlefield has been destroyed, with bodies and equipment lying around. A voice calls for everyone to quickly clear the battlefield and evacuate the casualties. Subai's girlfriend sits on the ground, smiling tiredly, thanking the man for bothering her, but assuring him that she is fine. Teacher Liao wonders what exactly brought him here, clearly assessing the magnitude of what has happened. The commander of the F-269 military base reports that the squad fought a group of nether cats, including several bronze, silver, and even gold-level creatures. He adds that they are now counting casualties and treating the wounded. Word of the appearance of a golden-level creature causes the people present to be stunned, for it is an extremely rare occurrence. Everyone is stunned that they have encountered such a powerful opponent. A man in a brown suit asks a question about who exactly killed this powerful gold-level creature, and is clearly surprised to hear it. He is told that it was Subai and his tamed creature, to which the stranger replies with a surprised "Oh." The man asks if Subai is the one who killed the Cat King. Subai replies that it was a team effort with the commander and mentors, and his contribution was only part of the success. The man approvingly agrees with his answer. The man offers Subai to continue his studies at Zhangzhou Fortress after graduation, promising to personally guide him. Subai, politely expressing his gratitude, replies that he has not yet made a final decision. One of the soldiers reports to Yuan that the battlefield has been cleared and asks for further instructions. Yuan orders everyone to return to base, and the soldiers agree to this order. The soldiers are told to assemble and enter the portal in an organized manner. The students are instructed to return and continue training and are told that they are the strongest group ever seen. Commander Fu and Teacher Liao discuss the group of students, noting the special abilities, especially Subai's. They marvel at his strength as a freshman, noting that his future potential is almost unimaginable. The two commanders say goodbye to each other. One of them says that he now owes Subai his life, while the other politely replies that he is honored and they will meet again. Subai and his comrades return after the battle, greeted by a lively crowd. Someone in the crowd expresses surprise at the thrilling ride, though Subai looks a bit confused. In the square, the university salutes the heroes of the battle. People hold banners and salute those returning from the mission, showing how proud they are of their exploits. One of the students recognizes that Subai is the real hero of this mission. He says that the others cannot be called anything but cannon fodder, recognizing Subai's merit. Other students agree that they too feel like mere cannon fodder, but are glad to be alive. One of them admits that if it weren't for the loss of his comrades, he would have thought that everything that happened was just a dream. The deputy commander announces to the students that their assessment results will be the best ever and calls them heroes of the university. One of the students sighs that all he wants to do now is go back to his dorm, shower, and rest. The others agree with him. In the dormitory, the guys discuss that the beds seem especially soft this time. They share that they feel as if they have grown into their beds, feeling extremely tired after the battle. In the dorm room, the guys discuss the significance of their victory, hoping that their military achievements will count. They mention that Subai was able to defeat the Golden Beast and suggest that a lot of training resources could be exchanged for it. One of the companions asks Subai what kind of turtle he keeps as a pet, and he thinks that he himself will also get a turtle as it gives him a sense of calmness. The little turtle at this moment represents the cute turtle he kisses, and Subai looks a little embarrassed at this thought.
They end up hearing someone knocking on the door. Our little red one then gets up and wonders who was knocking on the door at this hour. Opening the door, he is surprised. They had only come here to deliver some important things for a certain person, as this was made specifically for a special person. This was our Sunday. They had just come to deliver some impressive things for him. Opening the door, they enter. As they enter, the interested parties, the girls, end up wondering who Subai was. But at this moment, looking fixedly at a bed, another from the back explains that this was Subai's bed. But he wasn't here at the moment. Now that Subai wasn't here anymore, they get irritated and then say that he took so long. He could have just said that Subai wasn't in the room, and since Subai was no longer here, they were going to take away their breakfast. Besides, now Subai has become a very famous person in this school. It was a pity that he didn't know her. Meanwhile, the scene cuts to our hero who was running here. While running, he saw the news on the screen saying that in recent days, very powerful monsters appeared and invaded their military base and thus ended up destroying a good part of Subai's military base. But for some reason, they found someone on their base who managed to defeat one of these powerful beasts that were attacking. In this fight against these monsters, several students from Subai's school ended up being defeated by these monsters. But even so, this Jew university fought fiercely against the monsters. And yet, one of these bronze-level monsters and one gold-level one, among other powerful beasts, were defeated by a single person. This person was Sor. He quickly managed to clear the front line of the monsters, and by achieving such a feat, he ended up being noticed by several important people in this world. And not only that, but the Zenza school also gained a bit more recognition than it already had. And now, some of the commanders finally decided to. They want to be delivering to these students who fought against the monsters some gold medals, but this commander will be delivering to a certain person first. This certain person was Subai. At this moment it is revealed that Su managed to defeat some quite powerful beasts. Everyone who was at the place where our hero was became surprised, and then they saw our hero. Since also at this moment these guys who are here will be receiving a gold medal, and all this now was thanks to him. Some were happy about the medals, but the girls were happy about something else, wanting to make our protagonist their boyfriend. But well, if he stays around here he will attract a lot of attention, so he hides behind a wall until he receives a call from his sister who is happy to see him on TV. Meanwhile, his parents and his mother just want him to return so he can arrive and receive congratulations firsthand, but he said he wasn't in the mood at the moment. However, his parents and his mother somehow even managed to arrange a relationship for our hero. But he ignores this since, at the moment, his sister says that because he gained good fame, people are eager to recognize our hero and also his family. Knowing that it was dangerous to be alone now, our hero ends up saying that in a few days, he will be leaving this place where he is just to visit his family again. Then 2 days pass. Arriving home, he is somewhat surprised to see that everyone was there waiting for his return. Now everyone is happy and content that Su has finally come back. Some just chat with Suba, but another appears in the background. It was his sister, who shows up just to give that posted thanks for the new life they have. But at the moment, some there then end up inviting Su to come to their house to eat some things. One from over there even invites our Suba to come to their house to eat a grilled turtle. But to dismiss everyone, the protagonist's father shows up and says that later he will be visiting their homes. At the moment then, some stop with the chatting about eating at home. There they end up wanting to introduce their granddaughters or whatever children they have to our protagonist. Now that Suba entered, he feels kind of happy, but also thinks he should have come back at night, until his sister says that it wouldn't have helped since their aunt had set up some cameras to watch over our hero. Well, now that he has arrived, he can finally rest. The father of our MC will make a good meal, and while this happens, he sits on the couch at his house. But just as he wanted to rest, the system screen appears, saying that it detected a quite powerful creature. Now the system gives him the option to tame that creature to be his own. Looking closely, he realizes that this creature was a kitten. While looking at the system, his sister shows up. So he asks his sister if, by chance, there was a cat in their house. She points in another direction and says yes. There in front, a kitten. She ended up finding the kitten abandoned, and so, in the end, she decided to take the kitten to be hers and is now taking care of it. So, since his sister liked the kitten, there's nothing else to do, until he approaches again and sees the kitten's statistics. This kitten had a quite peculiar talent, as its talent gives 100% attack speed to its host and also increases its attack power by 100%. Knowing that this beast staying with him would allow him to defeat many powerful monsters, he ends up approaching his sister and ends up, but Light interrupted his words, ending up saying that if this was widely used all its advantages could be improved. Angelo then placed his hand on his tank and asked not to worry about it, as it wasn't something that could be mass-produced. That tank was the only one he had to carry, and the fact that it was heavy or even bulky was a disadvantage. But Angelo's was confident that with it, he could go as far as possible. SL, not understanding what all of this meant, asked Angelo if he could go, and then he raised his head and explained how he could reach incredible power heights. And with that, his eyes opened with such happiness. He didn't know how to respond. He didn't know what more a young man with the title of a great sage could do. But one thing was certain. If our dear protagonist would really reach the peak of his power by the end of this story, we will unfortunately have to find out. The director, standing behind his desk, proudly tells Subai that he is a true Huaxia man. He praises him for his outstanding achievements on the F-269 base and offers him a merit award. Subai thanks the school and the principal with outward courtesy, but chuckles in her mind as she remembers that the principal is known for being stingy and anticipates difficulty even getting food for her pet. Pretending to think, Subai smiles and offers to receive 100 golden beast kernels as if it was a modest request. The principal jumps up from his seat in shock, shouting that even if his bones were ground into dust, he wouldn't be able to get that many gold kernels. He sarcastically suggests that Subai take his place as director. Subai, without losing his composure, offers a compromise of 100 silver kernels, hinting that he doesn't want to ruin the school with his requests. The irritated director refuses even more emphatically, claiming that even such rewards are not up to Subai's level of honor. The principal changes his tone and explains to Subai that the strong have a duty to protect the weak. He reminds them that saving the students was Subai's duty as one of the strongest. Tired of the principal's long speeches, Subai irritably asks for at least 50 silver kernels, adding that he did shed blood for the school. The director grudgingly agrees, but only offers 10 bronze cores, much to Subai's obvious resentment. The final haggling begins. Subai demands 20 bronze kernels, but the director, barely containing his anger, finally agrees to 15 and declares that this is his final offer. Subai, having achieved the reward, agrees with the principal, but mentally calls him an old cheapskate. The director is not happy with the attempt to bargain. The principal suddenly informs him that there is another important news besides the reward. Subai is surprised and wary. The principal announces that Subai has been chosen to represent the school in the 100 Schools tournament. Upon hearing about the tournament, Subai grudgingly remarks that the reward was just a distraction. He resents the director's trickery. The principal convinces Subai that as a student at a martial arts university, he needs to bring honor to the school. He mentions the generous rewards at the tournament as motivation. Subai, looking doubtful, says that the tournament will attract many strong fighters, and it won't be easy to win. The director brushes off his doubts, saying that young people should not be afraid of challenges. He tells Subai to get ready and come to practice tomorrow. After the director leaves, Subai once again mentally calls him a sly old fox and realizes that the rumors about the director were true. In the hall, the principal tells them that the 100 Schools tournament is organized by the military, but their school receives fewer resources than other major universities. The roll call of the tournament participants begins, where a third-year student named Hu Qingshu answers that he is here. During roll call, students take turns calling their names. Bai Ningbing and Xiong Tianxiang respond with here, demonstrating their readiness for the tournament. Two students discuss the unfairness of the situation. Jiangzhou School was founded later than others, and its students receive fewer resources. They point out that the school is traditionally ranked low. When Subai's turn comes, he clearly confirms his presence. Behind him, a student named Zhang Mani also responds. Luo Yunxiang is called out last, and after answering, the principal completes the roll call, announcing that everyone is in place. The principal announces that the top 10 students will represent the school in the tournament. He begins an important announcement for the team. Unexpectedly, the director appoints Subai as the team leader, which causes the other members to be visibly displeased. Subai is shocked and asks if this is a mistake. One student resents the decision, pointing out that Qingshu, as the strongest and most experienced, deserves to be the leader more. Another student adds that Subai is only at the beginning bronze level, while Qingshu is far superior. The principal parries their protests by reminding them that Subai is capable of defeating the golden beasts. He suggests that the protesters kill the golden beast themselves to gain leadership. One of the students doubts Subai's success, thinking it is just luck. The other one suggests that they challenge Subai and test his strength. The students angrily challenge Subai, unwilling to recognize his leadership. Subai, defending himself, tries to explain that he himself was unaware of the decision. He mentally curses the headmaster for his choice to make him a target for everyone while the others watch him with obvious annoyance. The director interrupts the argument, stating that that's it for today, and reminds them that the tournament will be held in less than 20 days. Subai takes advantage of the moment and quickly runs out of the hall, justifying that he has to go to the dormitory urgently. The others try to call out to him. One of the students calls Subai a coward, doubting his ability to kill the golden beast. The other decides to prove his superiority at the tournament. Stepping out into the fresh air, Subai says to his pet, "Little eighth, it's time to eat," anticipating the feeding. Subai takes out 15 bronze beast cores and explains to the pet that the principal kept his promise. Now there's a chance for a level up. He begins feeding a turtle named Little Eighth, affectionately calling him a glutton, while simultaneously soothing Little White's kitten by promising him food. Subai gives the kitten the blood essence since its level is still too low. He is surprised to note how much the turtle is eating. With a tired look, Subai notices that each bite costs hundreds of thousands of yuan. Dissatisfied with the pet's appetite, he asks the turtle how much more it needs to evolve. Subai tells the turtle Little Eight in desperation that these are the last kernels. If he doesn't evolve, everything will go to the kitten Little White. The turtle begins to devour the food with incredible energy, a powerful aura erupting around it. Subai was surprised to see a stream of bright light and power coming from Little Eighth. Outside, students panic thinking an earthquake has started, not realizing what is happening. The screen reports a level increase. Little Eighth has reached the middle bronze level, activating 30% of Xuanwu's blood and enhancing all attributes. Subai rejoices in the success of the turtle, noting the significant increase in its characteristics and skill levels. Next, Little White's level increase is reported. He has reached a high normal level and gained a new talent, Ghost Step. Subai marvels at the kitten's explosive growth in agility and is happy that both pets have finally evolved. Shown are the improved stats of Subai himself, who received bonuses from his pets. His level is now medium bronze with improved stats. Subai is full of confidence and determination, stating that he is ready to show off his pets in the tournament of 100 schools.